Hello everyone. This week we're going to be talking about measuring things, okay? Now there are a variety of ways to measure things, and unfortunately I cannot record all of them with my phone. But you probably have maybe a ruler that looks like this that has inches on one side and then centimeters at the top. You might have a ruler that looks like this. Lots of crafters do, where they have all the little 1/8 in the line, plus the whole numbers. Okay, this is a lot, really complicated, has lots of lines, so we're not going to use this one today with us. This one is awesome. It's got a lot of details on it. We could do two different measuring. For recording purposes, however, this is not what we're going to use today. We are going to stick with this ruler. And this ruler just shows inches. We have the 1 inch, and then we have 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and then we have another inch. Okay? Now, it's very important when we are measuring things that we start at 0. And sometimes the 0 is right at the end, but if you look closely, I'm going to try to hold this up here to you guys. Look closely, there's this little line right here. That's 0, and it is a little further on the front of your ruler. The 0 does not start exactly at the edge, so make sure you line up with 0, that this line starts. Okay? Now, to start with our measuring, we're going to use a coloring book to start with. Okay, and we're going to do the width, which is across. The length is the long way. I'm going to line up my ruler at 0 on one end, and then I'm going to just hold this down, and I'm going to see here that my ruler has stopped here for measuring. Okay, now it's not exactly on an 8 or exactly in the middle at 8.5. I'm just going to go with what's closest, and closest is that 8. We're going to round that to 8 inches. Okay, so my color book is 8 inches wide. Okay, now we're going to keep practicing with a variety of things that we have at our house. If you want, you can go and get the other items that I have, or if you want to try measuring other things, go right ahead. That's kind of the fun part of measuring, is you can measure anything. We have a pencil that I'm going to measuring. I hope everyone's got a pencil at home. I'm going to take my ruler here, going to line it up with my 0, and then I'm going to look at the end and see here. Okay, and here you're going to see it's not exactly at a whole number or at the half number right here. That's half. So you're going to have to round, and this is almost touching the 7. So I'm going to round that to 7 inches. So my pencil is 7 inches long. Okay. If you'd like, you can pause right now while you get a pen. Any pen will work. All right. Now that you have your pen, we're going to measure it. We're going to start with the 0 at the front here. And we're going to see where it lines up. And it lines up here, and it looks like it is almost but not quite touching the 6. But that is okay, because we're only going to worry about the whole numbers and the half mark. Okay, so we have almost 6 inches. My pen is 6 inches long. I wonder how long your pen is. All right, our next item that you might want to take a minute to get, feel free to pause to get a Post-it note if you have one at your house. If you do not, that is okay. We're going to do it together. All right, here is your Post-it note. You're going to line that 0 up on one side, and then you're going to see, I'm going to try to adjust this here to get a little closer. You're going to kind of see how far that is. Ooh, and that is exactly 3 inches. Very good. We're going to measure 3 inches for our Post-it note. All right, the next thing I have gotten that I think hopefully everyone will have is a toothpick. If you do not have a toothpick, that's okay. But if you'd like to go get one from your house, if you have one, please pause and do that now. All right, here is our ruler, and voila! We have our measurement. We have our 0 at the point here, and it looks like we have it too, but it also makes it to this line in the middle. That is the halfway mark. So we can say that our toothpick is 2.5 inches. Okay. The next thing we are going to measure, if you'd like to go get one, is a phone. Any phone will work. This phone kind of goes to the landline at my house, but a cell phone would work too. I will wait a minute, and you can pause while you go get a phone to measure. All right, I'm going to take our ruler, and we're going to put on one point the 0, and we are going to look closely, see where it ends up, and it looks like this right here is our line that it stops at. Okay, and this is the halfway mark between 6 and 7. So we haven't got to 7 yet, so we're going to say it's 6.5 inches. That is 6.5 inches long. All right, another thing that you might have at your house is a cotton ball. Okay, if you have one and would like to go get one now, please pause while you get it. All right, here is our ruler, and I've gotten the ruler. I've kind of tried to get our 0 at the end here. If you want, you could kind of squish it down to kind of see. It is a little squishy. And let's see, the end is right here at our halfway mark. So we are at 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. All right, guys, that is our measuring lesson for the day. If you have a ruler at your house, you can go around measuring things around your house, or you can do the worksheet that I will upload on measuring. There will be a ruler included on that worksheet, and then you can use the drawing tool or the pencil tool on your iPads and draw the line up to see if it will measure. All right. Have a great day, guys.